Hello, dear friends. Welcome to this program, Our Moments with God, where I share with you my daily reflections on the mass readings of the day with the hope that this will help you and me in our spiritual journey, in our search for the divine, and actually in establishing a relationship or even friendship with God. I do it in an informal way, I don't make it very perfect. I am a one man army who does all this by myself. And if you're interested to encourage this effort and subscribe to this channel, you may please go to the end of the video. And when my picture appears, you may please click on that and you will find an option to subscribe. You may subscribe, and also if you like the video, please also share it with others so that others also take advantage of it. Thank you. Today we begin Monday, a new week, and the gospel today is rather short, and it is a good gospel, I would say. As always, gospel is the good news of the Lord. That's the meaning of the gospel. And it is, Jesus said, when Jesus saw a crowd around him, he gave orders to cross to the other shore. A scribe approached and said to him, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus answered him, "Foxes have dens and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to rest his head." Another of his disciples said to him, "Lord, let me go first and bury my father." But Jesus answered him, "Follow me, and let the dead bury their dead." Actually, in some sense, the words of Jesus sound a bit harsh. Yeah, let the dead bury their dead. I mean, how can dead people bury their own dead? But there is a deep meaning behind that. And that is, if we are not following Jesus and living fully, as Saint Irenaeus said, the glory of God is man fully alive. If we are not fully alive to the promptings of the Spirit, and if we are not alive to the commands of God and to the teachings of the Lord, and if we are not following, then we are like almost dead. That's why Jesus can say, "Let the dead bury their dead." And I also remember Swami Vivekananda once said, "Only they live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive." Only they live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. So it is not that people are physically really dead without they have no breath or things like that, but those who are dead to the needs of the others or to the teachings of the Lord, they can be dead. And in that sense, Jesus' words can be justified, "Let the dead bury their dead." But before that, another young man, a scribe, comes to him and approaches him and says, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." And Jesus answered him, "Foxes have dens and birds of the sky have nests, but the Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head." What does that mean? Foxes have holes, birds of the air have nests, but Son of Man, Jesus himself, has no home. He has no address. There is nothing he can call an ashram or a setup or a foundation where things are growing and where a lot of people are helter skelter running around and there is a big group of disciples who are serving him. No, no. Which means actually in theology and scripture, when we learn these passages, and there are some other passages where Jesus speaks about the difficulties of becoming a disciple or following Jesus, and it is called, in short, the cost of discipleship. The cost of discipleship. It is one thing to believe in Jesus, yeah, as we saw yesterday in the gospel on Sunday. People had faith in him, they came to be cured. Jairus came to get his daughter cured. This woman touched the hem of his garment and she was cured. And I think many of us also have this approach to God and to our prayer, that we want to get something from him, either healing or passing in the exams, getting a job, getting a transfer, or having promotion and things like that. These are all what we think our relationship with God should do for us. But we forget that it is not just asking God that is what Jesus expects from us. He expects from us to follow Him really. And to follow Him means not that you will get all the comforts of life. Yeah, many people criticize the religious and the priests. Yes, they give up their families, they give up the world, but then they live in comfort. But Jesus' challenge to the disciples is very frightening in one sense. Yeah, the birds of the air even have nests, and the foxes can go back to their holes. But the Son of Man has no place to lay his head. So, if you want to be my disciple, are you prepared? Are you prepared to go that far that you will have no place to lay their heads? You will be always on the move, that you will have no permanent address, that you will have no roof over your head. If you are welcomed at some place, well and good, but otherwise you will have to just go without any, maybe even any reward. And that is the cost of discipleship. If you are prepared to take up that, then you are welcome to follow me. And that's why another disciple comes and says, let me first go and bury my dead. Jesus is so strict. If you want to follow me, then forget about all your relatives, all your friends, all your worldly things, everything. Let the world take care of itself. The dead bury their dead, or the living do their living things. You follow me, and following me has a big cost. Actually, it cannot be put into words what actually it costs. But following Jesus is actually a serious matter. And being in line, that's why I say in our spiritual journey means this, that we daily discover the plan of God for us. We daily discover how to follow Jesus more closely, that we establish a relationship with Him. It is not just reading the scriptures, it is not just attending the Mass, it is not just saying the Rosary or our novenas, but following Jesus in every single way, in all the difficulties. And remember, of course, we will come later to that, but remember, following Him then can lead to the cross. To the cross. That is the ultimate following. Are you prepared to take up the cross, or you want to say, no, 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 I will follow you, I will listen to your commandments, I will love you, Lord, but you know, this cross and this pain and this suffering and this sickness and these difficulties in life and the misunderstandings and the rejection by people, please, if you can take that away from me, I would be happy. But Jesus says, no, discipleship is a serious matter. Are you prepared to be His disciple, or you just want to be a kind of a yeah or so follower of Jesus, so follower of Jesus, or a real disciple of Jesus? And if you would like to subscribe to this channel, you may do it now. I thank you very much and wish you all the very best. Thank you.